So what was kind of the journey like to becoming a motivational speaker? Was it something you always thought you wanted to do as an NFL athlete just after you retire, or was it something that kind of just came up out of nowhere?
I mean, it was always something that I wanted to do. I told my mom when I was younger I wanted to be a person who served. And what led me to this is my mom used to take us to the hospital with her. She was a nurse at the hospital. And I remember it was like take a child to work day. It was like our experience. And she took us to the ER room. And it was like a roof that fell on top of somebody. So as they working on them, he had like the whole get up on, blood spreading on my mask. And I was just like, I said, Mom, I can serve this way. Like, cause I want to be like, okay, I'm gonna help people. Like, I'm gonna be a doctor, Mom. I can be able to do surgeries. Soon blood started on me. That's when I knew I could not be a doctor. And I was like, Mom, maybe like one day, people will know me and I'll be a motivational speaker. Like, I think I can do that. Didn't really know how it would come about. It was just something that I thought I would be super good at. And then you get into sports, you get into football, and you start having success in it. And then as I retired, I was like, hey, Mom, what if I went back to plan A? And it was like, plan A? Me speaking. I was like, I think I can do it now. And boom, I ended up meeting with Eric Thomas, Inky Johnson, and Carlos, and they helped me. They kind of took me under the wings, like, you know what? We want to show you how to get your keynote together. We want to show you how to prepare yourself for these speaking engagements. And literally, though, when I started speaking, now I already spoke over 50 times. I'm speaking in and out of the country, different communities, Fortune 500 companies, society forums, venture capitals, investment banking. I'm talking about, I'm hitting all the areas, and I see now that motivational speaking is not even my work. It's something that's therapeutic and that allows me to not only remind somebody out there, but remind myself to continue to do it.
Yeah. And so what is the kind of the heart of your message? With you coming here, what do you want people to take away from your story or what you're speaking about?
The takeaway from my story is it's something that's transparent that all of us went through something before to be where we at now. I'm just a reminder. And that's the thing about support systems and stuff around you is sometimes you need those reminders. You get used to overcoming and stuff like that. And sometimes you kind of forget where you came from. And that's where you need people like myself to be able to remind you for you to continue to overcome. Don't get complacent. Don't get tired because your next adversity may be the hardest one. But that doesn't mean you can't overcome it, and it's only going to prepare you and set you up for the blessings that you will receive after you overcome it.
Sure. And then what are some strategies you've noticed in your career for overcoming some adversity, whether it's mental or physical challenges?
Just staying locked in. Embracing the hard part. I mean, it's easy when everything's going your way to continue to move forward, but it's changing my mindset instead of complaining about what's hard, embracing what's hard, and feeling the triumph of overcoming it. Whereas, like, my reinsurance feel much better giving myself gratitude towards it because, like, yo, this was some tough stuff, but like, man, I did it before, I'm going to do it again. And it's like, I'm a person where if I can create muscle memory to always overcome something, I mean, I'm going to live with that everywhere I go. And now I invite the adversity. I'm excited to see that next challenge because I can't wait to solve it.
Yeah, and you obviously saw a little bit of a challenge in college. You were kind of buried in that depth chart a little bit, and then obviously saw your brother go on to the NFL. You came back and won, I believe it was 2016 AAC Defensive Player of the Year, and then the next year you guys went undefeated, going to the national championship. How cool is it that you're able to kind of prove those doubters wrong and also overcome that adversity that is set in front of you?
It goes back to talking about my support system. My brother made a lot of sacrifices for me. My first 3 years of college, I didn't play, and I got kicked out of school. The coaches wanted to see if my brother can do well without me, and he didn't think football was a fit. So now I'm at home working 2 jobs, not knowing if I'm going to have the opportunity to even get back into football, let alone school. I'm on a full ride scholarship, and everything is just taken away. So for those out there who have anything stripped away, it's like it can raise a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, a lot of, just a lot of negative energy. And one thing that stood out is my brother would call me every single day. Hey, keep working out. Hey, keep having faith. Hey, keep believing. Something's going to shake. Something's going to happen. Something's going to work. One particular day, the coach called my brother into the office. He's like, no, we're going to send your brother to a JUCO. We don't think football is a fit for him. And my brother's like, well, since you don't think it's a fit for him, if you don't believe in him, I still will. And I'm going to get my transcripts as well. So we both going JUCO. And what stood out is my brother believed in me so much. And even though I lacked it, I was able to hold on to his belief that he had in me until mine woke up. So he believed in me so much, even if I lacked it, he wasn't going to allow me to lose the faith. So you know what? I'm going to hold on. Since you believe me, I'm going to hold on to what you have. And then I was able to see it for myself, and it's like I'd be doing a good service if I didn't believe in it, and then boom, it skyrocketed.
Well, then also you saw yourself going to play with your brother in the NFL too. And talk to me about the emotions of getting drafted, hearing your name called on, I believe it was day 2 of the draft, and then being able to come to Seattle, play with your brother, and also just be a part of the Seattle community. How much do you love it, and how cool is it that you're able to come around here and be like a motivational speaker to a lot of students?
During the draft, it was a lot of emotions because I was projected to go super high in the draft. And, at first, and I kind of take it back now because it's like, it was supposed to happen how it did because I wouldn't have ended up in Seattle if I went to a higher round. And I was like, oh, man, did I do enough? They told me to check off every box. Like, why I'm not in the first round? I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm the highest ranked, this and that. Why haven't I got a shot? Just to kind of find out that I ended up falling enough in the draft to be selected by Seattle Seahawks to play alongside my brother. So it's just like, people are like, would you change it? No, not now. I would never change it because I would never receive the opportunity. Like, what's the odds to be the first twins ever drafted to the same team? Like, there's a lot of twins in the league, but they get drafted to the same team 1 year apart and to live with each other. Come on, dude. Like, I wouldn't want that change. I wouldn't want that change for nothing in the world.
That's a package deal right there.
And then we end up going to Seattle, amazing spot to be under Pete Carroll. I got mentors and homeboys and big brothers like Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, Cliff Averill, Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. Bruce Irvin, Michael Bennett, Doug Baldwin.
Big names.
I got them dogs around me. That's like they played so much, did so much, experienced so much that they only want to give us game to make us not better football players, but better human beings.
For sure. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Of course, man. Thank you for
having me. Of course.